Hey my contrast again! Today guys, I'm doing an anime review. And this anime review is to Dance with the Devils, episode 1 guys! So let's get into it. Now guys, before you guys decide to maybe watch this series, if you have not decided to watch it yet, I have to warn you, this series is a vampire series, and it has the romance genre into it. It has romance. You can tell it's shoujo. It's shoujo full. Basically, first up, it's a story that is meant for girls, or girls to watch. Of course, like there are anime out there, guys do watch even though it's shoujo. But it's basically, this series is for mainly for girls. So, just telling you guys that. This series is mainly for girls. That means, as it's a vampire-based series, it's going to be on the romantic genre, and also it's going to mean, it's a possibility it's going to have the same cliches as Twilight. If you don't like freaking Twilight, like I'm not a really big fan of Twilight. I'm not really a big fan of Twilight. It has some good parts of Twilight, but this series, you can say, right, like, there's an anime short that exists in the anime world that you can classify as the anime form of Twilight, and it's actually even worse than Twilight, no doubt. So right now, I'm just warning you guys, if you're not a big fan of Twilight, I recommend not to watch it yet until I feel like this series has got more better way of dealing with vampires in this series. Because in this episode, we get introduced to our main female character, and also our main character at the same time. Now, from what I can see, her family are vampire hunters. They're a family of vampire hunters. But our main female character doesn't know that. She doesn't know that her family are vampire hunters. It was obvious when we saw the mother worrying about a pendant, when we saw her big brother in a freaking church-like suit with the cross on him in England. Yeah, he's in England, so that's something. And actually, I have to say, guys, I'm glad the series says British, because usually a lot of anime just says England, but as we said Britain, they said Britain. Fuck yeah, glad they did that. And not just that, they had some proper English into this episode. Proper English. And that English, guys, fucking hell, that actually fucking sound like someone actually English voiced that in a Japanese dubbed anime. That's impressive. It could be a possibility they were able to find an English voice actor, or a possibility that there's a Japanese voice actor that has very good English speaking skills, because I feel that actually sound English. Of course, they try to make it with a British accent, which you can tell is fake British accent, but the English itself was fluent, which that's rare for a Japanese dubbed anime. When they try to add English words into the series, you can tell they're still Japanese people speaking because of their accents, and also how they try to say a word and it sounds like they're not saying it right, even though they are. Again, they also not, because it just gives you a thing. But that didn't affect me in this episode, which I found out is quite cool. Also, another point that I'd say you should not overlook on and make sure it's not like a rip-off of Twilight, is this series has musical intenses into it. It has musical intentions in this episode, in this episode, guys. And it seems like it's going to more like happen in this series. Because, fucking hell, didn't expect that. I didn't expect fucking musical. An anime musical. This is actually the first time I've ever seen an anime go into a musical based route. And of course, a musical based series. There has been anime out there that uses music and sometimes going to maybe a singing episode, but they also already gone to singing this episode, and in a drama way. So, this series is going to have musical intentions into it, which I felt like, whoa, that's something out of the ordinary. I never seen an anime musical. I never seen an anime musical before. This might be interesting. Of course, this is not just it's not gonna be a full-blown musical, because it only saw like 2 proper musical parts. Actually, no, 3 actually, because of the start. Then with the main female character singing when she goes down to a school. I mean, she was singing, which I thought, is that the opening? And it could be the opening. And then the student council, which all males and vampires. You can tell they're all 20 vampires. Now, there's a possibility they're devils, because it does say dance with the devils, not vampires. So the possibility they're devils, or the possibility that when they meant devil, they actually mean vampire. Possibility. Now, the main part on this series is that the main thing that starts the main plot is when our main female character gets called to the student council, and meets our student council, which I said they're all vampires. There's no way denying it. They have vampiric intent. Like I said, they're more likely are vampires. The way they're acting, even if they are devils, that is just too vampiric. That is a bad way of describing a devil. Because a devil has, or in other words, demons, they have different personalities to a vampire. But, yep, they're basically vampires. I have to say, they're basically vampires. So, that's something to know about. And they seem that they're and they summon to the student council and blah blah blah. You know, and I'm not going to spoil more about that part, because you guys need to know what happened by your own view if you plan to watch it. Like I said, I recommend right now, until maybe 3 episodes long of the series. I can't fully recommend watch it yet until I see 3 episodes of it, and to understand if it's a series that you guys might like, even it might have a like Twilight feels to it. It might have different things into which so far I've seen definitely a lot of differences, but also a lot of things that are the same to Twilight so far. But that's obvious in a vampire series. Now these days, there's no such thing as a TV series or a Twilight reference, including an anime. Fuck. But yeah, sorry about the cut, guys, because my mum called me in. I had to go and see what she wanted. So sorry about that little cut there, but so back to what I was saying. So let me see, where was that? What was that? Oh yeah, then. Oh yeah, I can't tell you guys what happened in the that part of the episode, because I want you guys to find out for yourself. And also, like I said, I can't recommend watching it yet until I watch maybe 3 episodes of this series and see if it's actually good for people or for watching, even if it has Twilight elements into it. So anyway, let's get to the main part. Now, after the student council thing, our main female character goes home and finds out that her home is trashed by, again, other vampires. And it's in the middle of like the somewhat even night, so it's time when vampires can go out because it's getting darker. So that's something. Now, and her mother with a bloody neck. Before you convince me this is a vampire series, vampires, is the neck is covered in blood. She's not dead. Her mother's not dead. But they're more likely she got captured by these vampires. Which I said, I'm more likely to believe these are vampires. There's no way they're fucking devils. There's no way. But there's the one thing that does bring out the devilly elements is after when the vampires came and tried to attack her, these other vampires came and attack her again. Try to attack our main film character, looking for the Forbidden Grimoire. Now, the Forbidden Grimoire, what's it? Why is it forbidden? I want to know that. But yeah, and they came on trying to basically assault her to tell her where the Grimoire is, and then our main male character, Rem, which I remember his name, but he's so far the only character I remember his name for. Boy, I can't believe he's so far he's the only character, but makes slow his name is quite simple to remember. So Rem, who's a vampire as well, the head of the student council, the student council president. He comes and wipes them out to protect our main female character from the attack of vampires. And yeah, the lolly died up. You guys have to figure out the rest of this out. Now, the animation quality, guys, in this episode, I actually have to admit that actually look pretty good. Shoujo elements good, and also main animation is very good as well, and I like the art style. So yeah. Well, guys, that is my review to Dance with Devils episode 1. I keep trying to say vampires, but I know it's devils name. But anyway, Dance with the Devils. Hope you guys like it. Become channel fans today. If you guys want to send me some fan mail, the description below. My address is there, and yeah. Hope you guys like it. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys!